You say you don't believe in the resurrection of the body. Well, that's like saying that you don't believe that an oak tree came from an acorn. In the resurrection, we're going to be different. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39 to 41 says, "Not all flesh is the same. People have one kind of flesh, animals have another, birds have another, fish have another. There's also heavenly bodies, and they're earthly bodies. But the splendor of the heavenly bodies is one kind, and the splendor of earthly bodies is another. The sun has one kind of splendor, the moon another, the stars another, and the stars differ from star in splendor." When we come to things made of flesh, God has unlimited creative powers. You have the flesh of people, you have the flesh of animals, you have the flesh of birds and fish. And look at the variety of people. About 8 billion people in the world, not one of them is identical. And each type of flesh is designed for their life in their environment. And there are celestial and terrestrial bodies, and the heavenly organisms are designed for heavenly existence. And just in the stars, we're told that there are trillions and trillions of stars, and not one of them is the same, not even the same color. Every floating body in heaven is unique. There are no carbon copies. Boy, God is creative. Everything God has created is unique. Our bodies that die are going to be resurrected, and they will be unique. They will be different. They will have their own glory, and they will be distinctively us. Our personalities will not be wiped out. It will be preserved, but in perfection. Who you are now is who you will be in heaven, yet perfect. 1 Corinthians 15 says this, "So will it be with the resurrection of the dead. The body that is sown is perishable. It's raised imperishable. It's sown in dishonor. It's raised in glory. It's sown in weakness. It's raised in power. It's sown a natural body. It's raised a spiritual body." If there's a natural body, there'll also be a spiritual body. We are perishable now. We will be imperishable. Our bodies will never return to the dust. Our new bodies will never be broken or sick or weak. Right now, we have dishonor. Not after the resurrection. We'll only have glory. Death is dishonor. No matter how intelligent you are, or how beautiful you are, or how successful you are, you will begin to show signs of dishonor, corruption, and decay. We will all die. But we'll all be raised in glory. We'll be raised in the full manifestation of divine creation, and we will radiate glory. Now we're living in weakness. We're subject to disease and heartache and fatigue and failure and injury and death. But we will all be raised in power. The power that will be generated in us and through us will be the very life of God in us. No more defeats, no more disappointments, no more shame or failure, no more impossibilities. We will live in the sphere of power and triumph and victory. We'll be buried in corruptibility, in dishonor, in weakness, but we're going to be raised a body that is imperishable, raised in glory, raised in power. And it is a spiritual body. We will have a body in heaven that will be perfectly suited for the heavenly realms.